It's your favorite time of the week again. It's time for a special Thanksgiving edition of Clapback Thursdays. I know your fat asses are ready for some facts and laughs, so let's get into it. Look, I'm not sure if you saw the press conference for the upcoming exhibition fight of Ryan Garcia versus Ruquilla Anpo. It took place in LA on Tuesday, and I was not there because Ryan's team thought they could negotiate this entire deal behind my back. Huh? Everyone is aware I have the global rights to Ryan Garcia's fights. So what the fuck? When you sign a contract, it means it's legally binding and means you must abide by the terms or risk getting sued. Which is what we unfortunately have to do if Golden Boy is not included in this fight. And for any asshole who says I'm trying to block this fight, you are stupid and wrong. I want Ryan to make money. I want him to fight. But I demand he honors his contract. I mean, let's say you grew some balls and started a business. Would you as the owner let things slide and give certain people a pass?
What?
Would you just take it in the ass? No, you wouldn't. And neither am I. In other news, Shakur Stevenson versus William Cepeda was all set to happen until William injured his hand while fighting Tevin Farmer last weekend. So you would naturally think Shakur would start targeting, I don't know, a Frank Martin or a Murataya, some other world champion, right? No. Shakur and Lone Samedi made an offer to my 22-year-old prospect, Kid Austin, who has no world championship experience.
Come on, man.
This is exactly what I mean when I say Eddie doesn't know how to build a career. Look, Bob Arum built Shakur Stevenson to become a world champion. And in his first fight with Matchroom, you actually want to put him in with a prospect, Eddie?
Come on now, dog.
I didn't think it could get any lower for you, but it does. And that brings me to my next topic. So, Eddie, you made a fool of yourself in the ring in Dallas after the Katie Taylor fight? And the co-founder of Jake Paul's company, Most Valuable Promotions, Nakisa Bidarian, is questioning your erratic behavior.
I think what's really telling is if you go to the Matchroom social media handles, post-fight, they didn't post Katie Taylor. They posted the 126 fighter that they have from Sky Nicholson. Why are you positioning her against Amanda versus celebrating Katie's massive moment?
I think I may know the answer. It's no secret Eddie and Sky Nicholson have been linked romantically since 2022. Rumors have been flying throughout the boxing community about them for years. And as I investigate further, it's becoming clear that there's likely some unethical and preferential treatment happening here. Here you are in Miami with Sky outside a club. You look mighty uncomfortable walking away from the camera as soon as you saw it. You guys look pretty cozy. Eddie, when you should have been focused on promoting the trilogy between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, which would likely be the biggest women's fight ever in history, you were focused immediately on setting up your rumored girlfriend to fight Amanda Serrano? You made it too obvious, my man. No wonder you're like, what, 0-16 this year? You're distracted as hell. Eddie, I know you're a trust fund kid and nobody showed you how men are supposed to behave. So here's a few lessons. We don't get our steaks well done. We don't wear like Baby Bjorns. We don't go to brunch. And we sure as hell don't where we eat. Get it together, dude. And I guess I was wrong about one thing. You're not Lonesome Eddie. You're linked to several women. So you're phony Eddie. And Canelo, I'm glad you're eating turkey today because your beef is tainted. Remember, kids, you're never a hater when you only speak the facts.
Oscar Delahoya. Oh, my. Now, you know this, of course, has just been deleted off the internet. So I felt it was important to snab it before it gets snatched away. Okay. Oscar, of course, is threatening to sue Ryan Garcia because Ryan is doing an exhibition and he's trying to do it behind Oscar's back. And I say to that, I say, you know, well played for Oscar. Because if he's trying to do it without paying Oscar or trying to not cut Oscar in, he's wrong. And I think, you know, he would be sued. And I think that's the thing to tell him and everyone else that's involved. Because I think Ryan Garcia at times tries to be bigger than life, or tries to be too big that he doesn't have to follow certain rules based on contractual obligations. So, yeah, for that, yeah, Eddie should sue him. So, yeah, he threatens to sue Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia tried something else. And he shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? I mean, you're not going to fight secretly in Japan and Oscar not know about it. You know what I'm saying? Because he is signed with Golden Boy. He's been signed with Golden Boy for a long time, and whatever contract he has with Golden Boy, that's the contract he's going to have with Golden Boy until it expires. Okay. That being said, next, Shakur Stevenson, William Zepeda. You know, of course, Zepeda got injured, and he's questioning Eddie Hearn as far as it goes with who Eddie decided to pick, Kid Austin. Well, I think what he wants to do is give him a overall kind of tune-up fight instead of William Zepeda, right? William Zepeda is a guy that, you know, was the top tier. And since he's not the top tier, you know, I don't think there's any reason for him not to fight Kid Austin, you know. So, but again, that's just Oscar and Eddie and his idea of what he would do with Shakur Stevenson, because remember, he wanted Shakur's 2 versus what Eddie's doing. So I don't think that's too big of a deal. But what really broke the internet is what Oscar said about Eddie and Sky Nicholson. Sky Nicholson was, or is, a featherweight that is promoted by Eddie. And Eddie immediately tried to make Serrano Nicholson. And a lot of people are asking questions. And, you know, Eddie, I was afraid this would happen to Eddie if he kept on with certain things. You know, a young guy like he is, my age, you know, promoting a lot of people, you know, especially females. Bro, that is dangerous. Okay? That's very dangerous. But I can tell you, if that's true, that's one thing. But if it's not, that's another. Can you prove it? No, you can't, unless someone had footage of them doing something they have no business doing. Okay? And that hasn't happened. But I'll tell you what's also dangerous. What's also dangerous, Oscar, is what you're saying and what you're implying that Eddie's doing. Sure, you can say where he and what he's romantically linked to. But when you start saying you're making it obvious, man, you're making it obvious, Eddie, you know, you've been romantically linked to these women. I think you have something else going on. Think about it. The same way you want to sue someone is the same way someone can sue you. So be careful, Oscar. That's why you deleted that shit off of social media yourself. So be careful. Just like you wanted to sue Canelo for Canelo allegedly saying that you stole money from him. Well, hey, Eddie can turn around and counterpunch you for saying that he is romantically linked to a fighter that he's promoted by. Okay? And you know this is a married man you're talking about, not just a single guy with a girlfriend like yourself. So be careful on that, Oscar. That's why, again, you deleted that shit off of social media, but it still lives. And guess what? This is getting messy. Oscar's going below the belt. You guys tell me what you think of Oscar Delahoya drilling, accusing Eddie Hearn for sleeping with multiple women in the boxing universe. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.